Welcome back to my channel. My name is Imani. If you are new, I just said my name. My name is Imani. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, join the family. If you're returning, I'm glad to have you back. And we're going to get into this Kevin Long inspired look. I'm going to drop some of his work because his work is just mad dope. I really love what he does. It's a soft glam, and it's really been like in the ballpark of what I've been trying to do with my makeup lately. And I've been feeling it. And if you haven't checked out his Instagram yet, you need to go check it out. You need to go follow it, and you need to follow me too, because what are you doing? You're late to the game, sis, bro, honey, boo. Anyway, but let's go ahead and get into this video because this video gave me some work, honey, and it wasn't even the freaking makeup. It was the technology. But let's go ahead and get into this look. So I'm going to use Daily Green's Pharmacy Oil-Free Gel Moisturizer. And I'm going to use this to prime my face. So the reason why I honestly wanted to try his makeup look is because I'm branching out in this stuff, and honestly, don't get me wrong, I love all of makeup, but you know, after a while of doing it for 6 years, you know, you get tired of doing the harsh cut creases. Now don't get me wrong, for my people that love those, you know, continue to do those and continue to cut them creases, sis, or boo, or whoever's cutting them creases. I don't really care for anymore. I'm living for my soft looks, and that's how I really want to keep it. And I'm just trying to perfect my craft in it, because I just feel like the style of makeup is always changing, and you want to, not saying you have to keep up with the times, because some people like vintage looks, some people like modern looks, some people like abstract looks. Me personally, I just like to keep that sultry look of like grown woman status, especially because I am a young adult. Ew, I sound like a 32-year-old when I say young adult. So like I said, I'm going to go in with Dominica. And I'm going to go on with Mozambique and go ahead and set the base for my foundation in this look all together. I'm trying to figure out what exact eye look I want to do. He doesn't ever do anything too harsh, and I definitely don't want to do that either. So I'm going to try and stay true to the look itself, guys. Okay, so after that, now I'm going to go in with the Il Makiage foundation blending brush. It's actually a really good fluffy brush. Disregard, I used it in my last video, so it's a little used already, but I always start off with a clean brush. I just cleaned my brushes like 2 days ago, so when I filmed that first video, I hadn't touched my brushes in forever, and it feels good to be back. Like, when you stop doing something you love, you start to feel kind of lost. And that's honestly what I'm going to be talking about as far as my journey and what exactly I'm doing with my life. Because at one point, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to be a hermit crab. I don't care what's going on, because just stuff is not going the way I want it to go. But then I learned I am a very impatient person when it comes to things that I want. I expect them to happen. And that's the thing, I don't normally expect anything out of anything or anyone, just for the simple fact that sometimes expectations can lead you to, what's the word? Disappointment. And I didn't want to continue to be disappointed with things in my life, so I've learned to calm down, take everything for face value, and just understand that not everything is in my control. And honestly, it's been working out for me, so I'm just going to continue on that path and see where it takes me. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm taking YouTube serious, but I'm not taking it that serious to where like I used to always be like, oh, I got to get my subscriber count up. Oh, I got to get my views up. Oh, I got to do this. I just learned to be like, you know what? If anything else, I got to do this for myself, because it's my outlet right now, since I don't really have much of one. I'm an introvert, and I'm not going to say I'm not friendly, because I'm friendly. It's just, y'all introverts, y'all understand. You understand. I'm in the house all the time, and I really like my quiet time. And I really like my personal time. And I know it's hard to have that with kids, but I think, honestly, that's my main thing right now. Alright, so now that this foundation is set, just making sure I don't have any blotchy spots, what I'm going to go in and do now So now what I'm going to do is go into my concealer, and I'm going to use the Il Makiage concealer. As a matter of fact, no, yeah, I'm going to use this one. I'm just going to use my Il Makiage concealer. I am in the shade 13, and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight the areas. So what I'm going to assume that Kevin does is he doesn't use like a lot of concealer. And when I say a lot of concealer, I mean he doesn't like make that huge triangle. He basically puts it in the areas that it needs to be put in to give his looks. A lot of his looks are very sophisticated, and I'm really contemplating on taking a class, because right now what he has for his online classes are amazing as far as the prices. I can't currently get to Houston right now. I would love to, and if I ever do, I'll more than likely probably go take a master class, for the simple fact that I just love the way his looks come out. I know they say all artists edit their looks, and I'm sure that's a part of it too, but also I don't ever want to discredit an artist, so I just feel like, you know, I'm not going to use it because I feel like he doesn't do heavy edits on his looks, honestly. What I've noticed, I feel like he does like a lot on the forehead, so I'm going to do a lot of that on the forehead too as well. I'm really going to pack this on in here. This is a full coverage concealer too, by the way, but I'm going to go ahead and pack it on in there. And then I'm kind of going to let it sit a little bit. I'm going to put some on my chin. Not a lot. But I don't know if y'all could tell. I have like a non-existent chin. Like my chin is so tiny. I'm tiny, honestly, guys. Like most people, when they see me on social media, they're like, you know, you look so tall. And then when they see me in person, it's like, oh, you're short. Yeah, I'm 5'3". I'm going to put some right here, just above my cupid's bow. Like I said, I'm really going to layer this on here. As far as my contouring now, I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place foundation stick again. And my contour is Gimme. And I'm just going to put it on my cheekbone like so right here. And I'm going to put another one right here. I really hope this comes out with the way I expected it to. I'm going to bring it down in my nose. And I really want to snatch my nose for this because a lot of the time his noses are snatched. So that's what I'm going to do. And I really just want to make sure I'm starting at the right spot too, because I don't want to look crazy. Can y'all see this contour coming in already? And that's gonna look wild as all get out. I just want to make sure everything is where it needs to be. I'm gonna put a little, I'm saying not too much, but I'm gonna put some. Oh my gosh, I just said I don't want to get under my lace, and look what I did. Well, I didn't get under my lace, I got it on my hair. But I'm gonna put it around. I'm gonna put some, I feel like I'm getting a double chin. That is not cute. I'm gonna put a little bit right here and just a little bit on the jawline. But I'm gonna go ahead and blend in everything. And like I said, or if I haven't said it already, everything will be in the description box down below. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, because it's giving me a hard way to go and I'm sick of it. Like, also that was a thing, I think that's, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say that was another thing I learned when I was not taking, like, well, as I learned to not take YouTube so seriously. Authenticity is beautiful. So I learned, you know, share those moments on YouTube when you're having a hard way to go, because I'm pretty sure other people that are wanting to create content for YouTube are thinking like, oh, these creators are perfect. They have a script. They know what they're doing. You know, it's easy for them to follow along with everything. When in all actuality, it's mad bloopers. It's mad stuff to piss you off. So just honestly, be your true self when you're recording too. So that's what I'm learning. And honestly, it's been working out for me. So if you hear me curse, or you see something happen back here, you see me react to something, it's because it happened in real time and it legitimately like just made me angry, because I promise you, sometimes this stuff gets a little difficult. Like right now, blending out this concealer is about to get on my nerves because it got a little bit too dry while I was having like a technical difficulty. But this is why we have a damn beauty blender, so it's okay. You just want to make sure everything is even. So now, blending down the bridge of my nose. I'm probably going to have to put some more concealer just so my contour doesn't get lost. And I'm going to put more foundation. I'm going to blend it out first. I'm going to go in with this angled brush. It's an angled shader. And I'm really just going to press everything in. I'm not going to drag it because I don't want my face to look crazy long. So I'm just going to drag it. I just said I'm not going to drag it. I'm going to press it in. I want to see you. You're not slick. You thought you had me. But basically, I'm going to press everything in. Can y'all see that? And make sure I'm not missing any spots in here. I'm going to take it into the crease of my eye just so I have more definition in there. It's looking good so far. So far, so good. So I'm going to use the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I am in the shade Light Buttercup. Now this stuff is the holy grail. If you're not using it, get onto it. I'm really going to press this translucent powder in there with this brush. That way I can give that snatched effect for my nose. And like I said, I have not taken any of his master classes, so if you're watching this and you're like, sis, this is not his technique, I know. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot me over it. It's not that serious. Like I said, it's just an inspired look. Y'all, I'm seriously concentrated on this nose. I'm going to make sure that this nose is snatched, honey. But I'm going to go ahead and move on and put the powder elsewhere now where I put all my other concealer at. Trying to make sure I have like an even blend of the setting powder because I don't want any blotchy spots. So as I'm doing it, I'm shaking off the excess. Even though you guys could probably see all of it falling right now. And I'm going to take that down my nose. Y'all see all that just came off? Yes. So I'm trying to make a smooth application for this. I normally don't let my stuff sit for long. So I'm about to actually wipe off the stuff under my eye in a hot second. Because I don't want to set any creases or anything. While it was unrecording, I really hope my microphone is on. But I went ahead and blended out the contour. As you can see, I dusted away the setting powder to make sure everything didn't look crazy. I wanted to make sure it was even. And then I didn't go too crazy with the contour. Like I said, I just basically used the True Complexion Contour Palette by Black Radiance Beauty in the shade Medium to Dark. I went ahead and used this basically as a setting powder for my contour so it doesn't shift or doesn't move. I use Sculpt in like the main areas, and then now I just use the contour, the darkest shade in there, to go under my cheekbones. So now what I'm going to do is go back into my setting powder and really carve out my contour underneath my cheekbone. And I'm going to bring that straight to my lips. And see, look guys, this is what I'm talking about. Like, my camera's doing this stupid shit again where it's overheating. So I'm about to take a break for a second because it's about to make me mad. And it's going to keep shutting off and you guys are going to get a horrible video. But it's okay because, like I said, I'm going to recreate another Kevin Long video for you guys on another day because apparently my camera is just not having it with me today. But I'm not going to let this one sit on here for long. I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out like so. But let me pause this, guys, and I'm going to get back to you because it's giving bootleg right now and it's pissing me off. Okay guys, we're back. I want to go ahead and hurry up and finish this video because this video is about to tweak my nerves and it's giving right now. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and move on to my eyebrows. I am using the Kiss New York Professionals Top Brow Eyebrow Pencil, and I'm going to go ahead and carve that out so I can go ahead and set the base before I put this eyeshadow on. If it sounds like I'm talking fast, it's because I am, because I'm sick of everything right now and it's pissing me off, but not in a bad way. Like, I'm still keeping my cool. Like, I'm recording. I'm sure my sound is on, so we're good to go. But like Kevin Long does, his eyebrows are never too harsh. This is why I'm doing them right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to line out my brow for you guys. They are kind of trimmed. I trimmed them yesterday, so bear with me. I kind of don't like the way I arched them, so now I got to create my own arch. But this is in the shade, you know, I'm not even going to give a shade right now. It's going to be in the description box because I just know my camera going to do some stupid shit. So I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, fly through this for you guys because this is taking longer than it's expected. My other video didn't even take this long. So now I'm just filling everything in like so. I'm probably going to get into the soap brow real soon just because I like the feathered look that it has. And now I'm doing light strokes in the front to give like that hair-like appearance. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Right here. And I'm not going heavy-handed. I'm making sure everything is just filled in with like feathered like brush motions or stroke motions in a sense. That way, like I said, it's not giving harsh. And one thing that I noticed that he did that I was just studying when I was looking at his looks, he lines the chop just to give it a more crispy finish in a sense with the eyebrows, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm going to do too. Just not the front though. I'm going to only do like towards the back. Like so. And then I'm going to do the same thing right here. Yeah. I just want to make sure everything is congruent. And yes, I use the school word congruent. And I'm I'm going to gently go back in and blend it out. Nothing too crazy. I really just blended it upward. Yes, honey. I'm going to start in the back though because I don't want to drag any product and make it look crazy. Now I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm in the shade Warm Honey. And I'm going to use it to set the base before I put my eyeshadow on. Let's go ahead and get into this right now and get this done before this daggone thing say anything stupid. And I'm just going to carve out my brows for you guys. Only underneath. I'm not going to do the top. So I'm about to go quiet and speed through this for you guys. Alright, so I figured out everything that was going on with all this catastrophe, guys. I'm actually almost done, like I said. Actually, I didn't say it in my last video because everything just started acting stupid. My storage, freaking battery life. I need a battery that doesn't die. I need storage that is to no end. I need my camera to stop overheating. Oh my gosh. So this is the look. I'm going to be going into two different palettes. Well, it's by the same people, but two different palettes. They're both Morphe. I'm going to be going into the 35XO Natural Flirt palette. And I'm also going to be going into the Morphe Artistry palette. Honestly, don't ask me what number it is because I forgot. It's 39A. I was actually going to get that right. So, as you can see, this is a soft look I completed with. Yeah, so let's go ahead and finish this damn video. So first things first, I'm going to go into the Artistry palette and I'm going to use this shade right here, and I'm just going to put that as my transition shade. But I'm just going to keep packing it in until I feel like I am happy with it. Like so. Yeah, that's good. And then I'm just going to dust it off a little bit. See, lose my mind over here, guys. I'm actually almost freaking done, which is the part that's annoying me. I just have my daggone lips to do and my daggone blush. But as you can see, like I said, I'm blending because blending is key because we don't want no harsh lines. And then now I'm going to go in with a shimmer shade. Where did that piece go? In the 35XO palette. I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade right here. And then it's another one up here that I'm going to use. I'm just going to basically put those two together and have my shimmer shade in there. And I'm just going to drag it like so in here, press it in. The good thing about me waiting so long for everything to get finished, I was actually able to edit half this video already. So at least that was the plus side in this. But the good part about, like I said, this was that during my editing, the eyeshadow, the concealer got kind of tacky. So I like the way it's sitting on here now. And I feel like it's holding really, really well against the two. And like I said, I'm really just pressing that in there and creating a soft arch, really. And I'm taking it a little more than halfway across my eye. And then I'm going to take the same brush and go back out and just blend. Because, like I said, no harsh lines. We're blending here. Yeah. And then I'm going to go back into the Artistry palette because that's pretty much it for the shimmer shade. And I'm going to go in with the color that was next to it and use that right there. And I'm going to put that in the outer corner of my eye. And I'm just going to pack it in in on there. There we go. I couldn't get the words out of my mouth. And just add it in there. And of course, blend it out. I'm going to also put it somewhat into my crease too. That way it looks a little deeper too. And I'm going to drag this out a little bit. Lord have mercy, these daggone, this shirt is not liking me. Luckily, y'all can't see it, so even better. And now to blend. Because blending is what? Key. And that's what we're doing here. Take that out a little bit. And then also what I did too, just on the other eye, I took like whatever was left over on my concealer brush and I kind of just cleaned up to make that line a little bit sharper. Like so. Took my beauty blender. That was nothing I did with the contour and stuff too. I took a beauty blender and pressed everything in so everything was softer and not so harsh. And that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go in with my mascara by Hip Dot. And I'm just going to apply like normal. Because I'm going to be putting lashes on. I'm actually going to be stacking lashes because I wanted something a little bit more dramatic. I'm going to take this black eyeliner pencil and line my waterline. Oh, y'all, I'm hungry. I still got another video to record. It's okay, because we can get through this day together, y'all. Alright, that's on there. Now I can do my lower lash line with the thin side of it. Lash is giving me bootleg. Like, stop it, sis. Just work for me. So first lash is on. Now I'm going to put the second one on the top. Let me make sure I got a good grip on this lash first. Brush it in on there like so. Then I'm going to take some mascara and kind of just flail out the end so it's not sitting low. Alright, so my lashes are on. Now I can go ahead and put on my lip gloss. I'm going to put on Madeline because I just feel like that's the best color to use. Yeah, I'm going to use a little bit more concealer. Just a little bit, not a lot. Now I'm going to set my face with the Maybelline Long Lasting Setting Fix Yep Spray. Oh wait, no, we're not done. See, look at me. I'm going to go in with the NYX Epic Ink Liner first of all. And put that peak in there. And I'm gonna go over the top so you don't see any of that glue. Boom. Now I can put my setting spray on.